This is Armageddon, the final pay-per-view of the calendar year.
And if the challenger has his way, it's going to be Armageddon for the champ.
The champ has taken on all comers and survived to tell the tale.
Yeah, but he made an enemy of Mr. McMahon in the process.
Can the champ cross the boss and survive? We'll find out tonight.
I'm alive, I can't complain no more. The sun out, baby, I don't see the rain no more. To watch.
All right, player. After the way last week went, I'm giving you this week off. I don't want to see you anywhere near the locker room this Friday. Mr. McMahon's holding his Hall of Fame ceremony, and I don't want you anywhere near it.
I just heard that your GM banned you from the arena this week. Too bad for him that he can't throw out a paying customer. I've left you a ringside seat ticket at the box office. I'm sure you'll put it to good use.
Armageddon is this Sunday. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside, and tonight Mr. McMahon inducts himself into the WWE Hall of Fame.
It's a great night for a great man, and it's long overdue if you ask me.
Not everyone's as happy about it as you are, John, our champion for one.
If that idiot knows what's good for him, he won't even show up at the arena tonight.
I cannot begin to tell you how humbled I am to accept this great honor, which I deserve more than anyone else in sports entertainment history.
How much more of this is there?
Quiet. I don't want to miss a word of this. What the hell does he think he's doing?
I don't believe it. He's lost his mind.
You'll pay for this! My God, you'll pay for this! Send them out!
I can't believe what we just saw. The champion completely ruined Mr. McMahon's Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Yeah, and these two extremists are going to make him pay. Real smart move right before Armageddon. He made his opponent look like a chump with that. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what? You want to say that everybody wins so that nobody gets their feelings hurt?
What? I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it. It's been a long time since I saw a crowd get behind a superstar the way they have for John Cena.
Yeah, and that's great for him, but this is a match, not a popularity contest.
I don't think Cena's got any problem being physical either. There aren't many superstars who can match his accomplishments.
I love hearing a crowd come alive. Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off the crowd and use that energy to win the match.
This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
Great reversal.
That was a textbook reversal. If anyone, he's going for the cover. This Marcus Cravan is pure power, and he knows how to use it.
He does indeed. The alpha male leaves a trail of broken bodies wherever he goes.
And you know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off. He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
Can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction in my opinion. Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You gotta watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years.
I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know. I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match, and the fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it. Watching these
You can show off for the crowd if you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
Look at him, he's just radiating confidence. And he's got a lot to be confident about.
He looks a little overconfident to me. This could come back to bite him. Look at these superstars go. It's obvious that they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they hadn't.
90% of a match is in the preparation. You got to come in ready for battle.
We're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight.
I'm all for freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of wit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey,
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
Wow, great reversal.
I don't think there's a superstar in the history of WWE who's gone from rookie to WWE champion as quickly as John Cena has.
Yeah, Cena shot up real quick. but he hasn't picked up the experience that a lot of other superstars have.
Well, from where I sit, I haven't seen a lot of superstars.
I think we know where he's going with this.
Here it comes, the FU! He just drove his opponent straight into the ground!
Oh man, these WWE fans are fired up.
They sure are, and you know that's going to have an effect on this match.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're not going to see athletes like the WWE superstars anywhere else, Cole.
You certainly aren't. They're the greatest athletes in the... I think these fans know what's coming next.
They sure do. That's you. I've taken that move, and believe me, it doesn't tickle. He's going for the pin.
2, 3.
It makes...
I think they got more of a fight than they were expecting.
Yeah, but they gave at least as good as they got.
A physical encounter like that is not what the champ needed right before his Armageddon title defense.
Yeah, but what did he expect? That Mr. McMahon was just going to sit there and let him ruin his ceremony?
No, I think he was prepared for a fight, but I do question his judgment.
And Mr. McMahon's going to do whatever it takes to make sure he doesn't leave Armageddon with the championship.
That's right, player. I'm done. I can't be sticking my neck out for you anymore. You've brought the wrath of God down on you, or the next best thing. Anyway, I can't let SmackDown suffer for the decisions you're making.
I can't stop watching the footage of you destroying the Hall of Fame ceremony. The look on his face is priceless. Now all you need is a win this Sunday to prove that there's nothing he can do to stop you.
Here's a man who enjoys inflicting pain upon his opponents, and he's already earned one victory recently over the champ.
And with the way the champ's been used as a punching bag for ECW lately, I think we're going to have a new champion.
He's been added to this match on the orders of Mr. McMahon to seek revenge against the champ.
Yeah, and if he wins, SmackDown's going to lose our most prestigious championship to ECW.
He's made an enemy of Mr. McMahon. He's been targeted by ECW, and his championship is on the line here tonight.
Not a very Merry Christmas if you ask me. Armageddon just might be the end of his world. These people might not respect Chavo Guerrero, but they have to respect the legendary Guerrero family.
Well, and there's the fact that he's a phenomenal superstar in his own right as well.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got. It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they're going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed a great show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight. And there's the pin! He anticipated that move perfectly.
Wow, great reversal. He dodged that bullet. Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, that's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I bet this superstar is all fired up. And so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
Rope break.
It's been a long time since I saw a crowd get behind a superstar the way they have for John Cena.
Yeah, instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be Cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and there's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? These fans have certainly rallied around Bobby Lashley, and it's not hard to see why.
Yeah, but if Lashley knows what's good for him, he won't worry about the fans. He'll just focus on taking care of business in the ring.
Lashley's made a name for himself doing exactly that, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved. But if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
Nice quick counter there. I can't believe the lack of respect these fans have for Chavo Guerrero and his legendary family.
I don't think it's the Guerreros they have a problem with. I think it's Chavo himself.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. He's going for the pin. This could be it.
2.
Look at these. He's going for the pin.
1, 2.
Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous... He wasted no time going for that pin.
2.
These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able.
I think we know where he's going with this.
Here it comes. The FU. He just drove his opponent straight into the ground.
He's 3 seconds away from victory.
2, 3.
I've been looking.
The champion is retained. The champion is retained.
I've got to give it up to him. That was no easy feat.
With everything he's had to deal with lately, I'm honestly shocked that he prevailed here tonight.
It really could have gone either way, but he pulled it off, and that's all that matters.
If overcoming adversity is the mark of a true champion, that's exactly what we have before us.
I'm not his biggest fan, but I'll give him credit for coming through when he needed to.
Maybe this victory will finally convince Mr. McMahon to let things go.
Don't bet on it, Michael. Mr. McMahon isn't the kind of guy to give up that easy.
Congratulations! Excellent work. Not only did you win, you beat ECW, and you showed that even the almighty Vince McMahon isn't all-powerful. I'm very, very impressed.
We might have a problem. There's a couple of superstars who are sniffing around a little too much for my comfort. I'm pulling some strings and putting you in a tag team match against them. Send them a message to back off.
Tonight, SmackDown begins the journey to the Royal Rumble. I'm Michael Cole here with John Bradshaw Layfield at ringside, and we're less than a month away from one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year.
That's right, and the road to WrestleMania begins at the Royal Rumble.
It's a co-presentation of SmackDown and Raw, so the stakes are high.
It's the perfect opportunity for SmackDown to once again demonstrate our superiority over Raw.
With the Royal Rumble coming up, you can bet that both these superstars are looking to make an impact here tonight and secure themselves a spot on the card.
That's what every superstar in the locker room is thinking, Michael. They're going to pull out all the stops tonight.
It's hard for me to imagine a greater team than these two, or a greater champion than this man right here.
Yeah, but the guy next to him is the true uncrowned king of SmackDown as far as I'm concerned.
Good evening, and welcome to SmackDown, coming to you tonight from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hot Atlanta is ready to go, and I'm just as fired up as this sellout crowd.
With good reason. You and I know both what's coming up, and these fans are definitely getting their money's worth tonight.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical condition.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match, and the fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
Cena spends a lot of time running his mouth. If I were him, I'd put that energy into improving my ring skills.
Cena's a multiple-time WWE champion. How much more improvement do you really need?
Listen, if you're not constantly trying to improve, you're going to get overtaken by a guy who is. Cena better keep that in mind.
And there's the reversal.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
A lot of people think Rey Mysterio's really exciting to watch, but he just doesn't have the size nor the strength to compete at this level.
I think you're selling Mysterio short, no pun intended.
The tag's been made and his partner's coming in. Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you anything can happen here in the WWE. He slipped out of that one. I love Booker's attitude. He doesn't care what the fans think. He's focused on winning, and that's it.
Well, he might want to acknowledge the paying customers who make it possible for him to earn a paycheck.
Why bother? If they don't buy a ticket to cheer him on, they'll buy one to watch him get beat. He dodged that bullet. Quick tags are the best way to win a match like this. Nice quick counter there.
He saw that one coming. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
If you ask me, Batista's better. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to strain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle. Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And
Here it is. He's building up ahead of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there. Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. These are trained WWE superstars, and even they wind up seriously injured sometimes.
That's for sure. Even me, a former WWE champion, has had his share of injuries over the years. It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should.
There's the tag.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, and injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get.
Look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Hey, watch your language. This is a family show.
I said exasperate. Not, oh, never mind. So much can go wrong from that top turnbuckle. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, I think we know where he's going with this.
Here it comes, the FU! He just drove his opponent straight into the ground. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
Yeah, the WWE fans aren't known for keeping their opinions to themselves.
It's been a long time since I saw a crowd get behind a superstar. They got the tag. These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other. My God, would you look at that. Talk about a crimson mask.
It's unfortunate, but you always run that risk in a match like this.
Unfortunate? What are you talking about? This is great. This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious.
I think these fans know what's coming next.
They sure do. The FU. I've taken that move, and believe me, it doesn't tickle. Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got.
Rey Mysterio never fails to impress me. Every time he enters the ring, he finds another way to defy the laws of physics.
Speaking of the law of physics, I think Rey's gotten to a point where his competition is just too big and too strong for him to beat.
I think Mysterio can be competitive at any level against him.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion.
I think these fans have had jump.
There's the cover.
1, 2.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time.
I don't know. He's putting a lot of a line going up there.
There's the pin. Can his
1,
opponent kick out?
2.
You talk about raw power. You talk about intensity. Have you ever seen a superstar like Batista?
He's impressive, no question. But it's not like he's the biggest or the baddest guy to set foot in a WWE ring.
Well, you got to be pretty big and pretty bad to wear championship gold, and that's what Batista's done time after time.
Hey, anybody can have a few good nights. I think Batista's overrated, and I think we're going to see that here tonight.
If I was a gambler,
He's going for the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Watching these superstars go at it
tempers are flaring here tonight after that one.
You can't imagine the kind of pressure these guys are under, Michael.
Maybe not, but I think that keeping your cool would be a major part of making it to the Royal Rumble.
This isn't a chess match. This is a very emotional situation.
And there's no doubt that these superstars are wearing their emotions on their sleeves.
It's hard not to respect that kind of passion.
Nice work, champ. Now that's how you send a message. I knew we could count on you.
There's another couple of superstars on Raw who are sticking their noses in where they don't belong. I've arranged for you to go to Raw as a cross-brand promotion for the Royal Rumble and team up with someone who will help you take care of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to Raw. This is good old JR Jim Ross, here with the world's oldest teenager, Jerry the King Lawler. And they stirred up trouble, and with all due respect to Raw and its superstars, here comes two of the greatest competitors in all of sports entertainment.
Yeah, I admit, the champ's made quite a name for himself, but his partner is practically royalty here on Raw.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raw is live tonight from St. Paul, Minnesota. I'm Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler.
These Minnesota fans have been waiting a long time to see the Raw superstars in action, and I know they're not going to be disappointed.
They certainly won't, King. The Twin Cities are never going to forget the day Raw came to town.
Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this!
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you have. There's the tag. That's some good teamwork. He's a slippery devil. You're not going to get him with that one.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No, Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, King. Cena's got some impressive accomplishments to his credit. I think he's got every right to be proud.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Pride goes before a fall. And from the looks of things, John Cena's got a heck of a fall ahead of him. He saw that one coming. These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. His opponent telegraphed that one. If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King.
Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what he needed from Triple H and Ric Flair, he turned on him and struck out on his...
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car. Oh boy, there's the tag. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone. Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they haven't. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. That was a smart tag, JR. I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming.
Whoops! There goes the referee.
Oh, man! And now there's no one to keep order in this matchup.
believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the Divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
He's going up, JR. This could be big.
This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity of each and every WWE superstar.
Wow, what a shot! He's been busted wide open. That's gonna need stitches for sure.
Stitches, hell, that might mean the end of this match. He's risking serious injury by continuing to compete.
There's no rewards without risk, JR. And these are WWE superstars. They're not gonna stop the match just because of a little blood.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
Oh, here we go. What a jerk. How about continuing the match?
I don't think he's in any hurry to end this one, King. And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
He isn't fooling around here, JR.
Not with that pedigree, he isn't. God, what a debilitating maneuver. You talk about the future of WWE, and you're looking at it in John Cena.
Oh, come on, JR. John Cena's a thug. You know it. I know it. And all of these people know it. It makes me sick that he's allowed to be. He could pin him right here, JR.
1, 2, 3.
How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself?
I never thought we'd see these two looking so chummy, King.
Well, the Royal Rumble's not too far off. Maybe they're just getting into the cross-brand spirit of it.
Maybe you're right. But I wonder how long that'll last.
Probably right up until SmackDown realizes they're not in Raw's league.
Hey, I'm a Raw man through and through. But after what I just saw here tonight, we can't afford to get cocky.
Excellent performance. That was just what we needed. With a superstar like you on our side, we'll be running this company in no time.
Guys, listen up. Here's the plan.
Heard enough? More than enough. So this is how you and your sister repay me, huh? By plotting against me?
No, Dad, wait. Listen, it's not like that at all. We're victims here too.
Oh, really? I can't wait to hear this one.
Oh, it's true. We were tricked into going along, and by the time we realized it, we were in too deep.
So, who's the mastermind then?
Well, Dad, it's someone who's been a thorn in your side for a little while now.
I can't believe you'd be so stupid as to actually plot against Mr. McMahon. What the hell are you thinking? You're on your own from now on, player. I can't put SmackDown at risk by standing up for you anymore.
Life's about to get a lot worse for you, chap. Not only will you face one of SmackDown's greatest superstars, he's also being managed by one of Raw's top talents. This is what you get when you mess with Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
We're just over 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside, and all of SmackDown has been rocked by the revelation that our champion has been plotting against Mr. McMahon.
I can't believe that idiot was stupid enough to try and sabotage the WWE chairman like that.
And to make matters worse, he apparently recruited Mr. McMahon's own children for the conspiracy.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I promise you, hell hath no fury like Mr. McMahon.
2 weeks ago, you called him the uncrowned king of SmackDown, John, and tonight he's taking on the champion in this non-title, no disqualification match.
Yeah, and he's got some Raw royalty backing him up, too. If I had any sympathy for our champion, I'd feel sorry for him.
If the champion is nervous about this match, he's not letting it show.
How could he not be? He's facing arguably the two greatest superstars in the business in a no disqualification match. There's the reversal. Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, that's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight. It's been a long time since I saw a crowd get behind a superstar the way they have for John Cena.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off the crowd and use that energy to win the match.
Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
I think these fans know what's coming next.
They sure do. The FU. I've taken that move, and believe me, it doesn't tickle.
1, 2,
Oh, man, these WWE fans are fired up.
They sure are, and you know that's going to have an effect on...
The champion has overcome the odds and won the match, and his opponent does not look happy about it.
Are you surprised? He just lost a match, and I'm sure Mr. McMahon's not going to be too happy with him.
And we've seen in recent weeks what happens to superstars who get on Mr. McMahon's bad side.
Yeah, and it's pretty much the end of their careers, if they're lucky.
But it seems as if the champion has survived Mr. McMahon's wrath here tonight.
For the moment, Michael, but only for the moment. This is going to get a lot worse before it gets better.